Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my best plays for Tuesday, April the 9th. There are 14 games overall. I've separated 3 plays, my 3 top plays. We're going to go over these plays in just a bit. I'm going to break them down, give you guys my best looks for this Tuesday. Keep in mind, guys, this is the last week of the NBA regular season. So personally, I'm going to be dropping my bet size to about half size until the end. I think we're going to see a lot of funky stuff taking place. Usually this time of the year, guys, we do see some crazy things happening in the NBA. So I'm going to protect my capital heading into the playoffs where the real action will begin. Like I said, guys, today, 3 games that I like. Let's go over those games and see if we can make some money on this Tuesday. Let's go. All right, guys, my first pick is going to come in the game between the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks. The Miami Heat, 3 wins in their last 5. Just 1 win, though, in their last 3. Miami coming off a devastating road loss to the Indiana Pacers, 117-115. I think a game that pretty much sealed their fate. Looks like they're going to have to go through the in-play tournament once again. Remember, guys, Miami went through the in-play tournament last year, made it all the way to the NBA Finals. Looks like they won't be avoiding this in-play tournament once again. Even though officially they haven't been eliminated, they're just a half game behind Philly and 1.5 games behind the Pacers. Philadelphia, though, has a very favorable schedule, guys. 3 home games. 2 of them are easy. 1 of them against Orlando. There's a chance they win all 3. Indiana also has a favorable schedule, so I don't think Miami has any real chances to get a playoff spot, a direct playoff spot. Their only real goal here is to have at least home court advantage in the first round of the in-play tournament. They also have a couple of injuries. Duncan Robinson listed as out and Terry Rozier listed as questionable. The Atlanta Hawks, 2 wins in their last 5. Couple of straight losses for the Hawks. 14-point loss to the Dallas Mavs, and in the last one, a 32-point beatdown in Denver by the Nuggets. The Hawks currently 10th. They are a game behind Chicago. Chicago and Atlanta are going to play in the first round of the in-play tournament. Home court advantage is what these 2 teams are still playing for, Chicago and Atlanta, that is. So there's still some motivation here for the Hawks. But like I said, last 2 games, they haven't really performed that well. Now, guys, in this game, I am going to take the Miami Heat here. The NBA actually came out with a statement after the game between the Pacers and the Heat, admitted a couple of officiating mistakes. The first one said Tyler Hero was fouled on a 3-point shot by TJ McConnell with 55 seconds left. The refs did not call it. And also a foul that was called on Bam Adebayo with 17 seconds left in the game gave Miles Turner from the Pacers a couple of free throws. He made both free throws, and I think that was pretty much the deciding 2 points that gave the Pacers the win and Miami the loss in that game. So we might have a little bit of makeup officiating in this game as well. Like I said, Miami still has motivation to at least get home court advantage for the first round of the in-play tournament. I'm going to take him here with the -3 with my first play of the day. Right, my second pick is going to come in the game between the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. The New York Knicks, 2 wins in their last 5 games. They are coming off a very impressive road win, though, against the Milwaukee Bucks, 122-109. The Knicks currently sitting in 4th place in the East. A wide open Eastern Conference still, guys. Crazy stuff taking place over there. New York Knicks just 1 game behind the 2nd place Milwaukee Bucks, and just a game and a half ahead of the 6th place Indiana Pacers. Absolute madness in the Eastern Conference. It's going to be a very exciting last week of the regular season out east, which means very important game for New York in this game against the Chicago Bulls. On the injury front, looks like no new injuries for New York. Everyone should be available. The Chicago Bulls, 2 wins in their last 5. They're coming off a 15-point loss to the Orlando Magic. Chicago, like we talked about earlier, they are currently sitting in 9th. They do have a 1-game lead over the Atlanta Hawks. They're playing for home court advantage. This is a meaningful game for the Chicago Bulls as well. No new injuries for Chicago either. They should be fielding the same team that they had in their last game against the Orlando Magic, the 15-point loss against Orlando on the road. Now, guys, these 2 teams matched up with each other just 4 days ago. The Chicago Bulls won that game 108-100. Of course, this was a bad scheduling spot. New York was on a 2nd night of back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 nights. So the Bulls did take advantage of that fact. I think tonight, guys, with the New York Knicks rested up and with lots of motivation to win this game, I think they're even eyeing the 2nd spot, especially when you take into consideration how poorly the Milwaukee Bucks have been playing, and the Bucks are in action against Boston. Could easily lose that game as well. So important game for New York, guys. I don't think they're going to let this slip out of their hands. I'm going to take them here with the -4 with my second pick of the day. All right, my third pick is going to come in the game between the Orlando Magic and the Houston Rockets. The Orlando Magic, 4 wins in their last 5. They are uptrending, coming off a big 15-point win at home against the Chicago Bulls. We had the Orlando Magic in that game with the -7 just a couple of days ago. Easy win and cover, wire-to-wire win for the Orlando Magic. We're currently sitting in 3rd place in the East. If the regular season were to end today, they would have home court advantage, but they still have 4 games left, guys. And by looking at their schedule, it is very tough after this game against Houston. They then have the Bucks on the road, the Sixers on the road, and then Milwaukee again at home. So a tough schedule for Orlando these last 4 games of the year. So if I were to guess, I would say that they probably will not be finishing in one of the top 4 spots. I wouldn't be surprised if they even dropped to as low as maybe even 5th or 6th. Everything wide open for Orlando. This is a must-win situation. Obviously, the easiest game left on the schedule out of the last 4 for Orlando. They're going to have to do it possibly with a couple of very important players, Franz Wagner and Jonathan Isaac, both listed as questionable. Houston Rockets on a 5-game losing streak. They made their run at the end, guys. They got on that massive, I think it was 11 or 12 game winning streak. Got within a game of the Golden State Warriors, but now dropped 5 straight. Got officially eliminated from the playoffs. Very good year, though, overall for Ime Udoka and Houston. Huge improvement from last season. Their last game, guys, against Dallas, they did drop it by 11, a game that they should have won. They missed a free throw at the end, a couple of free throws at the end. I think it was Jabari Smith missed a couple of free throws. Dante Exum came down, hit a 3, went to overtime. That's when Kyrie and Luka took over, and they dropped that game by 11. If anything, guys, the Houston Rockets can only play spoiler coming down the stretch. And Ime Udoka, guys, we don't know quite just yet how he's going to approach these last few games. He's going to give some of his role players some time. Is he still going to play his starters? Going to finish out the regular season with the guys that have gotten him here? Don't know. Even though if I were to guess, I would guess that he's probably just going to finish out the regular season with the guys that have played so far. Probably some minor tweaks here and there. What I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to take actually the Houston Rockets here with the +2.5. This is a very, very risky play. It is risky because, like I said, we don't know what Ime Udoka is going to do as far as the players he's going to play. I'm strictly going on what I saw in the last game against Dallas, where they were pretty much eliminated from the playoffs there, but he went after the W in that game, just didn't get it. Houston played pretty well overall, though. I'm going to take Houston here with the +2.5 with my 3rd and final play of the day. And these are my thoughts and my 3 top looks for Tuesday, April the 9th. Let's do a quick summary, guys. See what we're going with. Going to take the Miami Heat with the -3, first play of the day. My second play, New York Knicks with the -4. Probably my favorite out of the 3 plays. Then I'm going to take Houston with the +2.5, my 3rd play of the night. Guys, since I am recording this video a little early, keep in mind the lines are subject to change. The chances are they won't look like this closer towards tip-off. The injury report usually is very active. We are going to see some funky stuff in this final week. That's why, like I said, I am lowering my bet size to half size. I do recommend you do the same. Protect your capital, guys. The playoffs, anyways, are just around the corner. The real action, that's where it'll begin. So I say tread lightly, guys. Be a little more conservative in your approach in this last week of the regular season. And with that, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video right here. I'm going to wish you all good luck on your plays, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a good one. Later.